conditions here as the weather has turned nasty and rain will be coming down throughout this game. Let's see who can manage the wet conditions better.
It's the Titans going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there on the first play of the game. Fifth. yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Mariota. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Avery Williamson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Tavon Austin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the... that typically end up in the end zone.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So the D-line's going to spread out. First throw now for the backup Kessler. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Kessler now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, this is Ware. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
36.
On first down, Kessler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. It's Ware, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
From the gun on third down, Kessler. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Green, 30.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run it here. Ware. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 3-19.
They run again with Ware. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and goal, Kessler. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Derrick Henry running right through him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Henry. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Little motion now from the tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run now with Ware. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, Kessler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch it now. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's Kessler to throw. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 11. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Kessler on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ego Ferguson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, here's Kessler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Kessler
now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A second down run for Abdullah. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Amir Abdullah punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go.
Shotgun snap, Kessler. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Kessler. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 47-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From midfield, here's Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watching now, Barney. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Watching now, Barney.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing now, Kessler on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hansen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Kessler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams...